All right, I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering the same thing that I am, which is, does the drafting of Colston Loveland signify the end for Cole Kmet in Chicago? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on? Yo, Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. I will have you guys covered for the draft, analyzing every pick that the Bears make. I already put out my video for Colston Loveland, so go check that out. All right. We got to talk about this because I've got a bunch of questions from folks on this. By the way, follow me on X as well. Links down below for that. Hey, Faiz, does drafting Colston Loveland signify the end for Cole Kmet in Chicago? What is going to happen to Cole Kmet? And obviously, I would have asked the same question if we did draft Tyler Warren. But obviously, we drafted Colston Loveland. And so the short answer to me is no, right? The short answer is no. But the long answer is it's complicated, all right? And let me explain. The short answer being no is I don't believe Cole Kmet's career ends in Chicago because we drafted Colston Loveland, but I do believe his role changes, certainly. And I know everybody talks about, hey, Faiz, we're going to use 12 personnel a lot, and we probably will. I'm sure we will. But I'm just here to tell you right here, right now, that there's not a lot of teams in the NFL that either run that much 12% or are successful at it. I mean, think about the teams where you feel like they have two starting caliber tight ends. Just think about it, all right? And I went through all the teams, and I'm like, wait, who has like two tight ends that you feel like they're starting caliber? And the team that comes to mind are the Baltimore Ravens with Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. And so they did run 12 personnel a lot. And I just wanted to see, hey, how many yards did they put up? So Mark Andrews last season put up 673 receiving yards, and Isaiah Likely put up 477. So that is a good comp for what you could potentially see as far as, Loveland and Kmet in Chicago, certainly this upcoming season, right? Using both of them. And I do think we will run a lot of 12 personnel. You should at this point. You have two very solid tight ends. You have two really good receivers, and you actually don't have a great third receiver. So it makes all the sense in the world to do it. But what about long-term, right? Long-term, what does this mean for Cole Kmet? Well, Cole Kmet is under contract with the Bears till 2027. But, at that point, the cap hit, if you do cut him, isn't much at all. So even in 2026, the dead cap is $3.2 million. In 2027, it's 1.6. So, the Bears can decide to move on from Cole Kmet if they decide to. And I feel like my inclination at this point right here, right now, is we're going to keep Kmet, obviously, next season, and then the season after that, and after that, it's like, hey, let's see how Colston's developing, because if he turns out to be a stud, which I'm open, right, cross my fingers, you probably aren't going to pay Kmet and Loveland, right? So Kmet's going to want a new deal, and Loveland's obviously going to, be in the midst of his rookie deal, so it's like, do you make that commitment? And I don't. So to me, short term, no, I don't believe his career is over in Chicago, but long term, I do think that there are some major question marks there. I mean, folks, just going back to it, how many teams do you know have two starting caliber tight ends? The Chiefs have Travis Kelce and Noah Gray, right? Noah Gray's solid, but, wouldn't call him a great starter. So it does complicate things, and I tweeted this out. Look, no matter how you want to slice it, this is one of the reasons I told you guys leading up to the draft that drafting a tight end is a luxury pick and not a need pick. It is an indictment on Cole Kmet. If they thought Cole Kmet was a stud, right, they're not drafting Colston Loveland. They're sticking with Cole Kmet. And look, I'm not saying Cole Kmet is, an elite tight end. He's not, an all-pro tight end. He's not a Travis Kelce. He's not a George Kittle. But he is still a solid, serviceable tight end. Well, guess what? That's not enough for Ben Johnson. To me, this is a Ben Johnson pick. It screams Ben Johnson. He wants to use Loveland all over the field, all over the formation, and he will. So to me, that's where I'm at with this, people. I'm telling you right here, right now, I think it's going to get dicey for Cole Kmet in Chicago. Not next season, but the seasons to come after that. So let's see what happens here. But hey, got another weapon for Caleb Williams. Can't be too sad about that. So let me know what you guys think. How do you feel about this pick impacting Cole Kmet? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.